There's 10 years of pent-up demand. People have been waiting for these ETFs, and finally, mainstream investors are able to access Bitcoin.
So hey everyone, I'm your host Mario, and today we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin ETFs. There's a lot to cover. We're gonna discuss how much Bitcoin they've already accumulated. We're also gonna listen to the whole talk of Michael Saylor, what he has to say about ETFs, and we also gonna do some conclusions, what it really means for us as regular investors. Is it too late to buy Bitcoin? This and more, like for example this challenge that I have prepared for you. Since I'm a little bit sick, then I have prepared a homemade ginger shot for me, as I prefer to take this medicine as to what the government prescribes us, just like with Bitcoin. So guys, if you dare, have a shot with me. Cheers. What? Okay, now that I recovered from the ginger shot, we can continue. So BlackRock Fidelity Bitcoin ETFs see largest debut month of any ETF in last 30 years. Of 5,535 newborn ETFs launched in the United States over the last 30 years, only 2 have acquired over 3 billion assets in their first month. The next data by CoinDesk shows that the first month of spot Bitcoin ETFs saw daily net inflow of about 125 million per day. What it means for the Bitcoin price: ever since it launched on January the 10th this year, we've seen the price go up more than 10%. We finally broke the 50k area of resistance and we are surging higher. As we can see, a lot of institutional players are starting to invest into Bitcoin. These ETFs are finally a way for them to get access to Bitcoin in a safe and in a regulated way. They don't need to do any self-custody, they don't need to trust any exchange, but this way they're able to finally invest and acquire Bitcoin. I think this trend is very likely to be continuing. Also, for example, a lot of pension funds or hedge funds are going to be investing in Bitcoin, and just imagine how much liquidity it really means for us. If they just invest 1% of their entire portfolio, we're going to see the price of Bitcoin go, I'm pretty sure, above 100k this bull market. And that's just a conservative assumption. With that said, let's listen to what Michael Saylor has to say.
Well, I think a lot of this is just indicative of the popularity of Bitcoin as an asset class. It's now the world's most popular investment asset. It's novel, it's digital, it's global, it's unique, and it's uncorrelated to traditional risk assets because it doesn't come with exposure to any given country, currency, company, quarterly result, product cycle, competitor, not to weather, not to war, not to an employee base or supply chain. And so that makes it a natural addition to the portfolio of a responsible investor. There's 10 years of pent-up demand. People have been waiting for these ETFs, and finally, mainstream investors are able to access Bitcoin. And I think that's what's driving the surge of capital in the asset class. And initially, there was a rebalancing as people were moving capital between the futures market and the miners and MicroStrategy and the ETFs. But following that rebalancing, I think the assets found its footing. And now people are beginning to realize that there's 10 times as much demand for Bitcoin coming in through these ETFs as there is supply coming from the natural sellers who are the miners.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, as you've heard Michael Saylor saying it, we have a lot to be looking forward to. And to answer the question, is it too late to be buying Bitcoin? I'm going to say, no, it's not too late. I'm pretty sure we're going to see more liquidity coming into the market, mainly through institutional investors. And these ETFs are really just the railway setting up the stage for the entire cryptocurrency market. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please support us with a like. Also, join our Discord channel. The link is down below. There you can ask me any question that you have, and I'm going to be happy to answer it. Also, share this with your friends who are interested in cryptocurrencies. And guys, see you next time.